Hey everybody out there, and welcome back to the NBA Legends in the Modern Era Ultimate Season Showdown. It's been a while, guys, but I am back, and this game that's been talked about for the last week, I had a post on my channel, and it is here for you guys, coming at you live. It will be 1985, Isiah Thomas. At his bad boys is 20-3, as you can see there on the left side, taking on Michael Jordan and Team Jordan at 19-4 in a game that will have tremendous playoff implications as we go through December here. I've left a detailed message and post on my channel in the post area that details all the scenarios. If you guys got any questions about that, go read that because it's just too much to divulge on stream. I've covered it in previous games that's led up to this moment. But yeah, guys, this is big game here. As you can see here, the Eastern Conference right now, as we're going through December, going into January, is pretty much gridlocked at the top. With Team Larry Bird going through what they've just a magnificent 12 games in a row to get back in this thing. Team Kareem has fallen out of favor. The bad boys have been holding serve, and Team Jabbar, Team Jabbar has fallen as well as Team Wilt Chamberlain has moved up to 20-2. And stay at 20-2. However, they've been going through their little bit of problems as they've lost the game against Team Dream out in the Western Conference. But that's another story. Needless to say, guys, this is going to be a big one. Just sit back and enjoy it. It should be physical. It's going to be grimy. But also, too, let's go ahead and talk a little bit of strategy here before we get into this one. Because the bad boys, and we'll go ahead and highlight both teams here now, both teams have contrasting styles. As we see here with Team Jordan tonight will be starting Zach LaVine in tonight's matchup because they feel they need the offensive firepower. Whereas Team Isiah will be coming with a Twin Towers matchup with Zach Edey and Brook Lopez up front. So they'll be extremely big for the whole part of the game. Now look for Team Jordan to try to take advantage of this. We're going with a 5-out set to take advantage of that, while the bad boys try to come with a pick-and-roll style offense and posting up Zion Williamson, who will be playing two guard in this game against Michael Jordan. Remember, this is done tactically because remember, Michael Jordan does not guard well against accomplished low-post players. We have seen this. And Zion Williamson, in the modern era, is one of the better low-post players we have in the NBA who has the foot speed to play the two-guard position. He's doing it right now in the NBA and in real life. You go check that out. So, Zion Williamson will be playing two-guard tonight against Michael Jordan offensively. Michael probably won't be guarding him. Michael probably won't be guarding him in most situations. They'll try to get the switch on him, but there will be post-up opportunities. Look for Jaden McDaniels, too, to take advantage of Zach Edey, too, on the edges, as well as Zach LaVine coming off and having freelance scoring opportunities. Because Team Jordan's going to need some offense tonight. They're not going to be able to play our usual style with LaVine coming off the bench tonight to get away with this. So with that being said, guys, if you've got any questions, check the description area on my channel, in the post area where I left all the scenarios and the playoff scenarios there. And yeah, sit back and enjoy the game, and let's do it. Michael and Isiah, round 2, guys. Should be a good one. Let's get those uniforms up for the bad boys. I will be on Team Jordan tonight. And yeah, let the games begin.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Let's see some of the numbers here for Isiah Thomas.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Williamson out there with Thomas. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Edey. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. McDaniels is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Michael Jordan. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Holiday in at the point. Teams are starting to hit their stride in this early portion of the NBA season, Tim. Do you feel like you've hit your broadcasting rhythm yet?
I'm getting there, Kevin. You're making it easy for me. It's unbelievable. It's like playing with a great point guard for a shooter. You can't make it any easier. I've got my game notes down. I'm feeling good, but honestly, I think it's going to take everybody a few weeks before we really feel like we're in midseason form.
Routine and rhythm are big parts, whether you're broadcasting or Tim on the floor.
Boy, Kevin, that is so true.
Here's Holiday. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
There you see it right there, McDaniels. Taking advantage of Zach Edey on the edges.
He needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA.
They're going to play Twin Towers. It's smart for Team Jordan to spread them out.
The power of the two-man game after all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Lopez, no luck. McDaniels outside. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them high percentage.
But you got to get back. McDaniels will leak out transition on Edey, but Edey will cherry pick.
That's the
Isiah
savvy of Thomas at work.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Levine. Jordan on the wing. Drummond with a screen on Jones. Jordan with it. Now defended by Williamson. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And Levine is a volume three-point shooter. Good to see him knock it down from deep.
Stolen by Levine. Holiday, the pass to McDaniels. To the paint, Drummond. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Pass to Edey.
There it is. Zion
Here's Williamson. Jordan with some nice D.
He's taking time.
Knows he should have done.
Here's Jordan.
Over Williamson.
Feeling like the shot.
Outside Holiday. And stolen by Thomas. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And Holiday kicks to Jordan. Back to Holiday. Jordan a screen on Thomas. Clock at 6. 13 feet away. Jordan outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Now we're seeing that the Pistons have adjusted. They're not going to let Zion guard Jordan in space. Even though Zion plays 2 guard position, they switched off Herb Williams, Herb Jones to guard Jordan. It's a better matchup.
He can beat.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Michael Jordan, the second leading scorer in the league behind Dr. J. Averaging a sublime 50-plus points, which is in the modern era. We know how it is. Stats are inflated because of the style of play. But Michael is more, to me, is much more impressive.
That one misses.
Shoots around 55.
So for Chicago, their last game they win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Thomas surveying the D.
And around the paint, even higher than
Williamson.
Good defense
with the block.
And what a block from Levine. Love seeing him be so engaged on defense. Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
And the superior speed of Team Jordan is bothering the bad boys.
At the line for 2, Jaden McDaniels.
The question is, can they keep this up all night long? It's hard when you bang it with big things all night. Keep your stamina up. As a smaller man.
First one falls for.
Like a boxing fight. You ever watch a boxing fight with a big man and a small man? If the small man carries the weight of the big man, it tells later in the rounds. We might see that here with Jaden McDaniels guard Edey.
And McDaniels drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Now we have a a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Isiah Thomas.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Edey. And here is Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Williamson. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, that was nice right there. He didn't rush himself. Williamson used up the clock and showed great patience.
Holiday hopping on the board. They get it back. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Williamson looking it over. Lopez outside. Pass to Thomas. Back to Lopez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
And for a 7-footer, Brook Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the leadership Lopez gives this team really important. He's someone his younger teammates look up to.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And that's exactly the type of
Bad
pass
boys
we
are following
expect from a guy with his vision.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
Right now, Jaden McDaniels, as talked about, he's leading the way right now scoring-wise.
The free throw drops from McDaniels.
He's got 9 points already. So the bad boys.
So Chicago now, trailing here by 8. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
Here's Williamson. Great D that time from Jordan.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here is Holiday. He has yet to score. Tries again. And Jordan with the layup.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
That time he got Zion on Michael. There's no way he's guarding his
He's
face.
been a one-man
No way.
wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. Over Holiday, the step-back jumper is good.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Now here is Holiday. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Levine's shot is off. Thomas dishes to Jones. And McDaniels with the block. Michael Jordan on the wing. Unloads. Kick out to Levine. The 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Levine against Williamson. And Jones has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's McDaniels. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
At the line for 2, Jaden McDaniels.
The free throw drops from McDaniels. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Brown, the guy who's been staying out
cutting back on something,
Team Jordan.
how about free throws?
The Andrew
The
Valanciunas
three-point
plays
shootout
some
is
big
arguably
men
the
for them.
best part of
Remember
All-Star
that game against
Saturday
Team
that
Kareem where he stepped up
nobody wants to watch.
and
a
guarded
free
Kareem
throw
Abdul-Jabbar and really gave him
Good on
problems?
both.
Had 17 rebounds in that game out of nowhere.
Chicago trails by 10.
We'll see what he does tonight, though, trying to guard
Thomas
Edey
with the ball.
and Lopez on that three-point line and pick and roll.
Pass to Jones. Back to Thomas. Lopez, a screen on Holiday. Chicago needs to get off a shot here, and that one's good by Lopez.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Now here is Holiday, still without a basket. Pass to Levine. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Chicago calls timeout.
Right now, Team Jordan is beating them with speed on cuts. And the bad boys, Twin Towers, really hasn't played a role because most of all the inside points have come in transition. Notice that. With the exception of the one drive by Jordan on the baseline.
Dane, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Christie, he's checked in for Chicago. While we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
And Levine comes to help. Shoots the three, and he's good on the three ball.
For his position and scoring prowess, Zion certainly puts up good assist numbers.
Here's Jordan. Off with the layup.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Outside Thomas. Back to Williamson. Lopez from long range. It's hauled in by Brown.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Levine, good.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Here's Christie. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Lopez passes to Christie. Just 5 on the clock. Edey, a screen from deep. Thomas.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing the defensive sequences with the backdoor. That has been key.
Jordan against Williamson. Left side, Levine. In the corner, it's Jordan. Levine sets the screen for Jordan. Fires the three, and it's Levine that time on the assist from Michael Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists now tonight. Chicago trails by 13. And here is Williamson. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. Outside Thomas. Shoots over Payne. And again, Chicago. No good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Thomas got 6. Here's Levine. 11 points in the game. At the elbow, it's Jordan. From 18 feet away. Brown finds Levine. Now here's Payne. 6 to shoot. Pass to McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Chicago trails by 13. Lopez up top. He's covered by Brown. Thomas passes to Christie. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Edey with a screen for Thomas. Here's Christie. The offensive rebound. Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Now, here's Jordan. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against.
And he was relentless with his on-ball defense, managing to pick up 4 steals.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Edey.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Payne. Still yet to score. Jordan outside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
15 foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
Mo Wagner's checked in for McDaniels.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Chicago trails by 14. Thomas passes to Christie. Here's Larson. Now Christie. Shoots. It's Chicago with another bucket. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. They lead by 12. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
The team speed of Team Georgia is really hurting them on the edges, man. They got away from the triangle offense. They've opened it up and going to a modern-style offense. And you're seeing Michael Jordan out here. Modern-style offense.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far.
Back the edges.
Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
You give any team this many second-chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Isaiah Hartenstein. He's out there with Nurkic. Christie is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Larson in at the 2-guard spot. And finished off by Wagner.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And, Tim, I think it's safe to say that Kelly Oubre is an eccentric guy.
Well, Kevin, he's got the tattoos, the painted fingernails, certainly not afraid to express himself stylistically. And in this league, if you can play, well, the dress code is flexible.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Pass to Larson. Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Larson's got his second basket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Jordan. Larson with the rebound. Now Dinwiddie. Payne covering and stolen by Jordan. Wagner kicks to Drummond. Outside for Jordan. Pass to Payne. Back to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. With the crossover, and here's Nurkic. Now here's Dinwiddie. Nurkic a screen on Oubre. Dinwiddie wide open. Pass to Larson. And stolen by Jordan. Oubre kicks to Wagner. And the basket is good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
First team foul.
Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your four teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Drummond. One-on-one here. And Holiday kicks to Jordan. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Chicago grabs the miss.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Guys?
It is a new day. Allie, we thank you very much. Now here is Holiday. No scoring in this one. Oubre outside. The 17-footer. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Oubre.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Chicago calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
Chicago making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Larson. Oubre against Christie. Can't cash in from close range. Gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And he gets it to go. Wagner's got 6 in the quarter.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Here's Thomas. 6 points for him. Good on the shot.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Now here is Holiday. Hasn't made one yet. Wagner against Hartenstein. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing, and he knocks down the jumper.
Well, Jordan's jumper is just pure, especially at that range.
Pass to Thomas. Hartenstein with a screen on Holiday. Down low. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
Gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Jordan looking around. From 13. Christie with the rebound. Chicago trails by 17. Inside, here's Hartenstein, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
Oh, he's a big guy, but he's also very athletic. Hartenstein playing well above the rim.
Jordan outside. Rebound by Nurkic. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. The shot's good from Christie.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Looking to get it going. Point blank range. Jordan.
A high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Double team on Thomas. Here's Larson. He's defended by Jordan. Nurkic a screen on Jordan. Here's Larson. And Jordan sends it back.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Daniels, he's checked in for Wagner. Shot clock at 3. Here's Thomas. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Well, that's a shot that some defenses can give up, but not to that guy.
Pass to Jordan. Back to Holiday. To the inside. The shot by Jordan, no good. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Chicago. It's a 13-point game. Now Hartenstein. There's the triple. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist from Williamson.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Holiday finds Jordan. Drummond with a screen on Jones. Here's Jordan. Oh!
Goodness, the creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Now here's Williamson. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Pass to Thomas, taken away by Holiday. Drummond with it. Now Thomas defending, and it's Jordan with the jam.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Williamson with it. He's defended by Jordan. Poked loose. Williamson kicks to Thomas. Nurkic setting the pick for Thomas. Over Holiday. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. And he makes that one.
Well, Hartenstein is a phenomenal offensive rebounder. He is a big guy who knows how to use a 7-foot frame to track down rebounds.
Now here is Holiday. Scoreless thus far. And Isiah Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Brown's checked in for Drummond. Chicago also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Nurkic. And Edey has subbed in for Hartenstein. And so here's the home team. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. McDaniels kicks to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over him.
Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage. And in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot twos, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA. And when healthy, Zion Williamson remains an intriguing and remarkably explosive talent. The key moving forward is just consistently being available to play.
Down low. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
Now here's Lopez. He has 5.
This game is going to get more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball. Well, as much scoring as Jordan does, the only thing he really cares about is that the team wins.
Here's Williamson. Pass to Thomas. Lopez sets a screen for Thomas. Lopez outside. Offensive rebound. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Zach LaVine.
Clearly a foul.
Chicago shooting their Than 6 free throws of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he can't get the first one.
Jordan goes out, gets a breather right now while he can. Has strong first half defensively, getting his teammates going. A stark contrast we saw in the first meeting where it was all Jordan carrying him. So we're seeing a lot better chemistry between Jordan tonight than we saw in the first game.
Nice way to get your offense going.
Pass to Brown. Outside, Levine. And here's Payne. He's guarded by Thomas. Oubre passes to Brown. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And you look at Lopez. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. And he'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Now Levine. Isiah Thomas missing on the three.
Mercy. That was downright dirty. Levine. Yes, sir.
Pass to Thomas. There's 1:26 left in the first half of basketball. Lopez kicks to Jones. Here's Edie, and the dunk by Edie.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And it's LaRavia missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the paint, here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
And even though Lopez has taken his game farther and farther from the basket, he can still punish you inside.
Now here's Levine. 13 points in the game. 34 seconds left in the first half of the game. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
4 fouls on Zion.
These are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam.
And they're keeping Zion out there. That's not very smart.
Oh, 31 seconds left now here in the second.
You can't get careless now or this lead could disappear.
Thomas gone 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Outside, Levine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up.
Trying to get that foul on Zion. That's 5th foul.
That's on Brooke.
They're not going to take him out.
And one of the strengths of Levine's game, that ability
take it right
to lure the D into fouls.
They got it on Lopez that time, though.
Wrong position,
hard foul by Lopez.
And he'll make you pay.
Hey, the bad boys have gotten back into this game, though. Michael Jordan resting for the second half. Zach with 13 points.
And he knocks down the first one.
Now a veteran in this league. Levine wants to compete for championships at this stage of his career.
And so Levine nails both of them. 16 seconds left in the first half. Outside Thomas. Launches it. Good on the triple. Thomas got 7 points here in this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And that does it for the first half of play. They lead by 7. Time now for the halftime break. with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
Yeah, I've been impressed with all those guys so far, but I want to see who holds up down the stretch.
Yeah, the length of an NBA season tends to take its toll on rookies. All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for Chicago.
Well, they're getting up a lot of threes, but the percentages are not the best.
Yeah, that defense can live with them shooting in the low 30s. They got to create better looks. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Both teams sharing the sugar, however. Team Jordan has 6 steals to the Bad Boys 2. Both teams are still shooting over 50%, so it hasn't been a good defensive game. We've seen a lot of good defensive plays. Know what I mean?
And
the defense hasn't been constant. We're getting stopped.
First half is in the books.
We've seen a lot of great
1 half
defensive
to go.
steals and blocks. There hasn't really been good defense per se. We'll see what happens here in the second half, though.
Now here is Holiday. Still scoreless. Holiday out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's McDaniels in at the power forward. That's the
Michael Jordan comes out, gets right to it.
Here's Jones following the basket by Michael Jordan. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Holiday with the defensive effort. Everything has been just great so far, up at 56%. Lets it go from 14. Kick out to LaVine. Stolen by Jones. Over in the corner, Williamson. Back to Jones. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists tonight.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
Now here's LaVine. Outside Holiday. Back to Jordan. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Jones. Lays it in off the breakaway. Jones has got 9 points.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. Outside for Jordan. Stolen by Jones. It's Thomas on the wing. Inside, Lopez. Banked in off the glass.
And the Bad Boy
and that's now 9 points for Brook Lopez.
And
Team Jordan wants to talk it over.
Every time the ball comes inside.
And so the timeout by Rick Adelman here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
For Williamson. He's averaging 19 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But that's right. There's no question he's not their only offensive weapon, but he is a key cog in what they're trying to do.
Now, here's McDaniels. 15 points in the game. Here's Jordan. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc, Chicago grabs the miss. Edey's got 6 rebounds in the game. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Thomas goes in, and he hits it to tie the game up. Edey's got 10.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Pass to Drummond. Down low, here's McDaniels. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Zach Edey picks one up. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind?
See, the problem we're having with this play here, this is a really great play that we're hitting with Edey. The problem is that this is where fundamentals come into play. Drummond doesn't have the ability to whip that pass in there fast enough to make it, to give Daniels, because Daniels is getting the free release. Drummond just can't make that pass fast enough. See, he's throwing it on a bad angle. He's got to whip that pass in there a lot quicker so McDaniel can take advantage. He's got Edey beat right here, but he can't make that swift pass. Now, imagine if that's Jokic. You know what I'm saying? Jokic or, a great passing big man. He's going to bounce past that in there. That's 2 points. But Drummond's not a great passer. This is where skill sets matter. Little things like this, the difference between winning and losing. See, that pass is off. That should be 2 points. But instead the pass is off. Now he has a chance to recover. He still fouls him. That should have been 2 points outright.
As far as professional basketball, outside the NBA.
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Here's Nurkic. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. McDaniels outside. Drummond sets the screen for McDaniel. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
McDaniels against Edey. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Levine with it. 15 points in the game. Michael Jordan on the wing. Looking to get back on track here. He doesn't hit that one. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Levine. Outside Thomas. Edey with a screen for Thomas. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Oubre, good. Oubre's got his first points of the night.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Williamson against Jordan. Williamson in the post. No good that time. Good D by Jordan. And finished off by McDaniel.
Beautiful
transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest.
Once again, McDaniels
you're going to get.
Talked about the pregame show.
Jones.
You have a big game tonight because you're being guarded by Edie in transition.
Inside Thomas.
But you got to get back to the three-point shooters.
Clock at 4. Edie with us.
Watch pick and pop. They throw Edie. They defended well. Here.
Not to be. Good play defensively.
Michael.
Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, Jordan just glides up the court. It's kind of deceptive. Doesn't look like he's running as fast as he really is.
Chicago calls timeout
and doesn't like how things are going right now.
Yeah, no choice there but to burn a timeout. You've got to talk it over, regroup, and hope your opponent cools off a little bit.
Chicago making a switch here. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard. Look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. You look at Jordan, #1. Second in the league, having an excellent season.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Here's Larson.
Jordan with 22 right now so far.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago.
Has not been pretty, but he's got it done.
Shot clock at 5. Thomas. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Larson. Over Oubre. And again, no good by Chicago.
Oh, what a rebound by Jordan.
He was doing there.
Oh, my God, Hartenstein. Knock it out.
He'll afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Outside Jordan. And Isiah Thomas.
Isaiah reached in. Isaiah knew what was coming.
For him.
Second team foul.
Isaiah didn't want no parts.
And here is McDaniel. 21 points in the game.
They are hacking out here.
They'll go up against.
They are not trying to let Jordan get airborne, man.
And they are looking
every time Jordan gets in the lane half court situation, they foul it.
This team shouldn't fear the idea of it. They've been more than capable of getting wins.
He's got to be his 8th free throw right now.
I wouldn't expect anything less on this trip.
They are sending that man on the line tonight.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Remember, we talked about the pregame show, how Team Jordan would come out with their open court 5-out offense tonight. We're not using a triangle against the bad boys. We spread them out and take advantage of superior speed on the bad boys' big men. With McDaniels, Jordan.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oubre.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Chicago trails by 10. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against, and you can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take that thing you've got. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Holiday after the basket by Yusuf Nurkic. Drummond dishes to McDaniels. Pass to Oubre. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Bad possession by Team Jordan on that one.
For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Larson, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Drummond. 6 points for him. And that one, good. 23 points for Jaden McDaniel.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Chicago trails by 10. Pass to Larson. Here's Nurkic, defended by Drummond. Here's Larson. Back to Jones. Off target from three-point range. Gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Right side Holiday.
Post up Jordan.
Back to Jordan.
Here they go.
Over Thomas.
Jordan fade. Drummond
Another
on
shot.
the glass. Because they double team Michael, but Drummond couldn't hit.
Great challenge at the rim.
Remember, when you double team, it's hard to rebound defensively.
Jones, the pass to Thomas. Over Holiday.
Isaiah,
And
no.
again, no good by Chicago. It's Jordan on the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5.
At the line for 2, Michael Jordan.
They just keep sending Jordan to the line, man. They just do not want him to get airborne. The bad boys are just... Don't let Michael get airborne. Whatever you do.
Free throw good, Jordan. Brown is checked in for Andre Drummond. And Chicago also making a switch. Christie's checked in.
Jordan with a great all-around game tonight. 25 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists.
And that one goes in.
Most of his
2
points
from
from
the line
tonight has not been a great
And that's why
field
you
game.
don't want to foul
But it's been a good team
like
game.
him. He is
The last time these
going
guys
to
played,
make
Jordan
those
carried
free
them,
throws.
but not tonight. It's been a good all-around team performance by Team Jordan tonight.
Now, Nurkic. He's got 6.
Strategic.
Nurkic setting the pick for Thomas. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Larson. Now, Christie. Covered by Oubre. It's Thomas outside. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Jordan on the attack. And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, just forcing the issue offensively. The great thing about
Michael
Jordan,
wasn't about to be stopped though now, was y'all? He was determined.
Chicago trails by 14.
That was personal.
Here's Larson. He has 5. Upside Thomas. Pass to Christie. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Like at 6. Hartenstein with the screen on Howell. Here's Thomas in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Holiday. Over Thomas. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's Thomas who brings it up for Chicago. Down by 12. Christie finds Nurkic. Thomas up top, guarded by Holiday. Here's Hartenstein. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Jordan outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance.
They could not guard Jordan without fouling him.
As if Jordan weren't
It's like-
challenging enough to guard. The little uptake there, putting the defender
They
at
cannot
his
stop his
mercy.
first step,
This
man.
will be his 5th trip to the
That
free throw
first
line.
step is just lethal. They got no choice but to just give in and foul.
First free throw is good. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Chicago.
Remember, guys, this is going for a long way in the Eastern Conference right now. We got so many tiebreakers going on right now in December. The long term, remember, it's not so much to make the playoffs. It's about playoff high seed positioning. That's what's at stake tonight.
And both
Will
free
you get a
throws good
1
for
or 2 or a
Jordan.
3 seed? That's what's at stake tonight.
58 seconds left in the 3rd. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Dinwiddie. Nurkic kicks to Dinwiddie. Clock is at 3. Launches a 3. That shot, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
That one goes. Count it.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys. At the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. still without a basket. Here's Hartenstein in Chicago with another bucket.
And that's exactly why Hartenstein has a very high career field goal percentage. These are the kinds of shots he's hunting.
Pass to Jordan. Fades back. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 12. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for Chicago right now, you've got Yusuf Nurkic. Isiah Hartenstein is out there with Christie. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Being at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Dinwiddie outside. Offensive rebound. Hartenstein passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Christie. Here's Larson. Goes back up. And again, Chicago. No good.
Well, he has yet to put points on the board, and his team is hurting because of it.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Larson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is.
Oh, man, Zach LaVine got laid out.
The leaning.
The Pistons have been doing that. Excuse me. The Pistons. The bad boys have been setting illegal screens all night long.
So the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Man.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Cameron
Is Zach
Payne.
LaVine okay?
Now here's LaVine. Brown outside. Back to LaVine. Chicago grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Dinwiddie passes to Larson. Now here's Nurkic. He's covered by Brown. Here's Larson. Buries it from 3-point range.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those 3-point opportunities.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Wagner with a screen for Oubre. Here's LaVine. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Larson, no good. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Oubre. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game. Dinwiddie passes to Nurkic. Here now is Dinwiddie, guarded by Holiday. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Dinwiddie finds Nurkic. Over Brown, hits the jumper.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
Holiday with it. Outside, LaVine. And here's Holiday. Back to LaVine. Brown sets a screen for LaVine. Misses the 3. Chicago trails by 11. Pass to Larson. Nurkic in the post. Brown on him. Offensive rebound. The second effort. Hartenstein passes to Nurkic. Goes up again. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
What a fight
That is a tough bucket by Hartenstein.
Man, they were down there battling, man.
That contact.
Some changes for Chicago. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Nurkic. Williamson comes in for Christie. And Thomas subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Oh, I love those rebound battles, man. Those, one of my favorite things about basketball is a good rebound battle. You know what I mean? That's like a good rebound battle.
And what Hartenstein gives you is toughness and intelligence. He is such an important part of what they do.
Holiday outside Levine. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Williamson dishes to Thomas. They set the pick. Pass to Richards. It's hauled in by Brown. Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Oubre can't get it to go. Chicago trails by 8. To the inside. Here's Hartenstein.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
And Holiday kicks to Levine. Wagner outside. That's the 3 fly. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Head always on a swivel. Levine making things happen with his passing.
Here's Thomas. And it comes off the front of the rim. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Williamson against Oubre. And that one's good, Williamson.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
So Rick Adelman's decided to take a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jones. And here is Williamson. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Well, this has been far from his best game. And if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Fades and shoots. Yep, it counts. Jordan's got 34.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Williamson outside. Holiday against Thomas. Over Holiday. Thomas, no luck. The pedestrian, 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Drummond passes to Jordan. Now Levine. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Giving this team
Zach Edey all night long.
Levine has
He has been taking advantage of all night long.
Through the contact.
His inability to stretch him out, bring him outside. He doesn't have the foot speed.
That one misses for Levine. Chicago trails by 11. Bounce pass, Thomas. Lopez outside. Back to Thomas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 17 points for Isiah Thomas.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Holiday finds Jordan. And Jones sends it back. Outside Thomas. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Jordan. Over Jones. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Edie's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blows.
And the D has to compromise once Lopez gets that.
Got to give it to Herb Jones. He's doing a good job on Jordan.
He misses.
For the most part. He has good size, good range.
2 shots.
He's a long guy. He's got long arms. Strong body. He kind of fight Michael off the box there on the post-up.
That's good from Brook Lopez. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Holiday. Pass to Jordan. Chicago grabs the miss. Jones has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Thomas. Now here's Williamson.
If Zion is that close to the hoop, it is lights out for the defense.
Shooting for Chicago, Zion Williamson. Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
Michael Jordan on the wing. And the 3 off target.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved.
This game is nowhere near over. Team Jordan's offense is bogged down.
The first one falls.
Bad boys are
without
just
a doubt one of the greatest
slowly creeping back into this game. You can see
we've
it.
ever seen. Zeke
Physically.
possesses the skill and determination
at the beginning.
to just take over
Bumping
a
it.
game.
Yeah, they got the
at
speed
any
advantage,
point.
but in the end, all that physicality wear on Team Jordan. Well, they have enough to finish. And we're seeing guys aren't making those jump shots that they were in the first half.
Both good from the line that time. Gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Outside Levine. Outside Jordan. 5 to shoot. Off the glass.
And guys, they did a better
Oh, my
job
God,
of
Mike.
good looks.
I don't know how he got that off.
Half. More of their shots
Like
now
Air Jordan
coming
just
from
flew.
the perimeter.
Let's watch that again. That was some good defense, man. And they still got that off. I don't know how. Let me show this. We called a weak screen roll. This play was supposed to go for Levine. I wanted to get something for Levine coming downhill so he could get it. See, and I wanted him to get it here so he can come into the lane. But they cut that off. The pass wasn't that good, so Williams got that and took that away. So the next thing is to go high top and get him screened out here. I didn't like the way that looked, so just basically came down to Jordan on a screen roll on the weak side. Popped him back out. And now you got him. He cut that lane off. I accept the screen. They go under it smartly. And Jordan just... They tried to bridge him almost. I don't know how he got that. He tried to bridge him almost. This dude jumped outside of the... This is what it takes to score against this defense, man. God, that's amazing.
The line for one, Jordan.
And he has made it a point to get to the line here in the second half.
Chicago trails by 7. Thomas fires. Holiday there for the rebound. Gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Yep, that's going to go in.
Zion giving his team exactly what it needed right there. I love the aggressiveness.
Being 49% on the game. They'll take that. Outside Holiday. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That was that play before I went for a jump hook with Jordan. But his long arms bothered it. Jordan's not really a good jump hook shooter. He used it a lot in North Carolina, but not too much in the pros.
And Chicago shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Williamson against Jordan. Now Jones. Williamson outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Shot clock at 5. Jones outside. From outside. That does not go.
Well, that's a shot he should make the majority of the time.
Jordan punishing them inside.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, make him play for someone else.
Here's Thomas. Lopez sets a screen for Thomas. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
Now here is Holiday. Lets loose a 3. And down goes the 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here's Jordan. Fires from 14. Edey rips down the rebound. Chicago with the ball. 7-point differential. Takes a step back. Williamson. It misses.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Jordan. Edey rips down the rebound. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory.
Man, Isiah got away with the foul. Isiah fouled George, but they ain't calling.
Yeah,
but there it is.
Some challenges, but
James George getting out of here with a win against this tough defense. They scored 100 points in the bad boy, which ain't easy to do. So a lot of this happened because of the matchup.
For Tim Legler,
and the next set of bad boys play Team Jordan. I don't think they'll play the same matchup.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Michael Jordan.
They did a good job on Jordan, all things considered. I mean, last time Jordan played against him, he had 58 points in overtime. But what we saw was a much more all-around game from Jordan. Both teams settled in defensively. Team Jordan at one point was shooting 60% in the first part of the game. Just under 60% in the first quarter. They came out fire in the first quarter. Second quarter team, they still shot 50% in that quarter, but then the bad boys got back into it. Then the third quarter was a pretty much, they shut them down. I mean, they only scored 19 points in the third quarter. They got shut down. Then it came back and it was their turn. But it just, they just never recovered from that first quarter blitz from McDaniels. Let's take a look here at McDaniels here, because I think to me he was the hero of the game because look at the damage he did, man. And we talked about it in the beginning of the game. Excuse me. 8 for 10 from the field, and most of it taking advantage. Like Jordan with 41 shots. Like I said, they did a good job on Jordan. That's a lot of shots. He took 41 shots to make 30. That's not good. That's not a good shoot. Now, however, he did have 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and no turnovers. No turnovers, and 2 steals and a block. So, not a great shooting performance, but he got his teammates going, which is what matters. McDaniels had 23 points, most of it taking advantage of Zach Edey in transition and off ball plays out of a 5-out set. Let's see what Isiah did. They had good balance. Hartstein went 7 for 7 tonight, mostly on offensive. Probably had a lot of offensive rebounds. There it is. He had 5 offensive rebounds. That's how he got his points tonight. He just got in there and just started putting the ball back in the hole. Edey got 10. Man, Edey played a good game offensively, but defensively he just got taken apart. He just could not run with Jaden McDaniels. And you wonder, and here's another thing too. You're wondering why didn't the bad boys post up Zach Edey on Jaden McDaniels? Well, the reason why, Zach Edey is not an accomplished post-up player. Even though he has all that size, he doesn't have the skill set to post up. Because in today's world, big men don't practice that anymore. See what I'm saying? If Zach Edey could post up, he would annihilate with that size. Like, let's take a look at Zach Edey. I think Zach Edey is like what? He's 7'4", 305 pounds, and he doesn't know how to post up. Doesn't know how to play with like Lopez does, but Lopez will be guarded by centers. So, there just goes to show you that skill sets and matchups matter. But Isiah Thomas with a good all-around performance here. He had 19 points, 12 assists, 2 turnovers, but yeah, they did a good job on him, man, late in the game. But the hero tonight to me is McDaniels. Let's take a look at McDaniels here. There he is out there leaking in transition. Nice play, and there's another transition bucket. Leaking out, getting a quick to the rebounds. As you can see, there's no Edey. Let me show some more. Sometimes they don't show all the highlights on the first go around. But as you can see, there you don't see Zach Edey in any of the highlights nary near him. He's always trailing him or not in the picture. See that? Look at Edey. No, that was Hartstein that time. You just got so many. But it's similar to what we see with Dr. J. This is what Dr. J does to every. Dr. J's on another level. Like, there's nobody in the NBA that can run him down. So you see why Dr. J gets so many points. This is like Dr. J light from what we're seeing in his journey over there. Him playing power forward in the modern era. Now you just see what Jaden McDaniels just did. Now, the bad boys had better not play this way with Dr. J. I'll tell you that. He'll get 100 points. Dr. J's already averaging 50 points, mostly on transition buckets. If you do that with Doc, he might get 75, 80, 100 points, literally. And it's not even going to look forced. It's going to be through the flow of the game. Let's go ahead and take a look here at Jordan here. Jordan with a tough night, man. He had a lot of tough shots to make. The offense did not come smooth. He took 41 shots tonight. But he got his teammates going, as you can see there. The shots that he did good, coming off pin downs. That's one of the few drives he had. Because every time he took it to the basket, they pretty much they fouled the heck out of him. This transition bucket set up by McDaniels, leaking out. Another transition bucket. Jordan all the way. Two-hand jam. Yeah, but how many free throws did MJ have? MJ went to the free throw line. He had 9 out of 10 free throws, man. So 9 of his points came from the free throw line. He went there 10. He had 10 attempts, but he shot the ball 41 times, which is, it was a big game. You knew it was going to happen, but he played 41 minutes, so that was bound to happen. Let's take a look here at Zeke now. I thought Zeke played a pretty good game, but he just Team Jordan's length and speed really stymied that because they really didn't. You really couldn't get the pick and pop off as much as they would like to. Because that's pretty much the strength of this team's game is pick and roll and pick and pop. They really don't have a lot of ISO going on, with the exception of Isiah in small spurts. This team pretty much wants to run ISO, run pick and roll, pick and pop, and then post up Zion Williamson, and then let the defense cause turnovers and get out and try to get transition buckets. That's pretty much how this team is built. much like the way the Pistons were built when Isaiah played. That was their calling card. Bam, nice shot. Hartenstein with 15 and 10. He had a good game. Went 7 for 7. Look at him. Had a gritty game. Look at all these offensive rebounds he got. Man, he was down there battling with Drummond, man. But that's the story, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the Eastern Conference picture as this game is now in the books. Let's see where these teams all now stand. As the Bad Boys have now fallen from the vaunted position of number 2. And now, remember, Team Jordan now has 2 wins against the Bad Boys for that tiebreaker. And remember, Team Jordan has already beaten the Globetrotters. But also understand that the Bad Boys have beaten Team Larry Bird, so they have a tiebreaker over them. And Team Bird has beaten Team Jordan twice, so they've got a tiebreaker over them. So it's like paper, scissors, rock right now in the Eastern Conference for the top spot right now. But as we go forward here, you can pretty much see that as these teams are playing each other and they're getting the tiebreaker set, the separation is taking place because it's good. Like, let's take a look here as we go forward. Keep in mind that's for Team Jordan. Team Jordan's going to be off for the next week, and then they play Team Chamberlain. See where I'm going with this? They'll be off. And conversely, let's take a look at Chamberlain's schedule. Chamberlain is off as well, so they'll come back and play Team Jordan, obviously, in their comeback game from their week off. Meanwhile, the other Eastern Conference teams, they have a game here with Memphis for Team Kareem. And what's Team Bird doing? I think Team Bird will be playing. Team Bird's playing 2 games. They got the Clippers, and then they got the Rockets. And then the Bad Boys will be playing 2 more games. The OKC Thunder and the Charlotte Hornets, they come back and play them. So even with that, but those tiebreakers were important because they won't be playing, and those guys will be. And if they win those games, they'll have the better records, but those other teams will have the tiebreakers. See what I'm saying? That's why those games were important going forward in December. Because now with that being set in place, even though those teams will be off, they'll still have the tiebreakers over them. All they have to do is come back and just keep winning games, and you'll get that number 1 position, number 2 position, however it may shake out. That's why it was so big. So yeah, that is the state of affairs here in the Eastern Conference right now. Let's take a look and see who's up next. I believe it's I think it's gonna be Western Conference games coming up. Let's take a look here. Don't quite see the next. I think it might be Dr. J. Might be Dr. J that's up next, I think. I think it is. Yep. The good doctor goes to Toronto. Let's take a look and see how he's doing out there. Team J right now in the Western Conference sitting at 16 and 7 over Team Dream, who's 16 and 8. Kobe and the Mambas, man, they are down there, and let me see how they're doing. They just won their last game. Think they needed to because, man, they have fallen. At one point, the Mamas were number 1 team in the Western Conference, but they have fallen, man. Fallen big time, man. You can see, look at the lead that Shaquille O'Neal has. He's got a 5-game lead going down to where the Mambas at, and beyond that, it's 6. Actually, it's a 5.5-game lead. To say nothing of Magic, that means Magic has a 5. Magic would have a they have 3.5-game lead on the Mambas at that position. So yeah, it's going to be really tough, and I believe that they haven't played their tiebreaker yet. Let's take a look here, because the Mambas have already lost to Team Dr. J. They've lost to Team Dream. They've lost to Shaq. And they have lost to Dr. J twice. So the Mambas don't have any tiebreakers in their favor, and they're playing catch up. So it's looking bad for Kobe, man. And they're playing no mutual opponents until after January 15th. That's when they play. They won't play Showtime until January. Yeah, by that time it's going to be almost impossible to catch them. Yeah, it's just you're talking about All-Star. Yeah, it's looking like Kobe gonna have to be in the at best. Kobe might be able to get the number 5 or number 4 seed, maybe, you know, and that means you'll probably be playing a mutual legend in the first round, Because you have to probably think that the 4 and the 5 will probably most likely be two legends playing each other in the 4 and the 5 position. Whereas the 1, the 2, and the 3 will mostly be playing against other modern era teams, like maybe the Warriors, the Clippers, the Thunders we see right there. Like if the playoffs started right now, it would be the Dream and the Mambas playing in the first round. And I would favor the Dream in that one. I would favor the Team Dream, the way they've been playing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there right now. What's coming up next is Team Dr. J going on the road to take on the Toronto Raptors at 12-10. Should be a good one. Should be an up-tempo game. Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl up front, Brandon Ingram, and Grady and Monte Morris. Should be a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. If you got any more questions about the playoff scenarios that were tagged this game, I will put that in the descriptions. After this game goes up, I'm going to go ahead and copy paste what I put on my post on this game so you guys go ahead and read it out here for those that may have missed it. And with that, I will say good night and goodbye to you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this rendition of the NBA Legends in the Modern Era Ultimate Showdown season as we continue our trek to find out which one of these 10 legends will be left standing at the end of the season. Thanks for watching. Peace.